the other car that you want to hear about. That's the new second generation of the Audi R8. I am going to stay with Audi because while the R8 has arrived, there's another car that's going to be arriving fairly soon, and that's the new generation of the A4 sedan. Very important model for Audi, and so there's lots riding on it. How is the new car? Ameya Naik drove it. Here is our review.
Can 2016 be Audi's year? Well, after staying a bit silent, it has got going all right with the new Q7, the R8 and now the A4 that will also arrive later in the year.
This is Audi's answer to the Mercedes C-Class and the BMW 3 Series. Well, it's the all-new Audi A4, and yes, it's coming to India soon. Well, it's got a nice sculpted body and the entire bodywork is evolutionary. That is why the design looks fresh. And look at the new headlamps that it has, the nice DRLs. It's beautifully done. And the front grille, yes, it has resemblance to the family. But all in all, there's a lot of work that's gone into making the new Audi A4. It's lighter, about 120 kgs lighter. And there's a lot of aluminium used in the structure as well as the suspension setup. So we can't wait to drive it. And I'm itching my hands to get behind the wheel of this one.
Could Audi have done more? Yes, the A4 looks a lot like the other Audis and even the last A4 for that matter. So that is the negative on what is otherwise a well-finished and smart design. The headlamps are slimmer with a double row of DRLs. It'll also be available with matrix LED headlamps. The rear sees sharper tail lamps and they blend into the boot beautifully. In fact, we were told that the sharp creases on body panels are all not just to make it look more aggressive, but also more aerodynamic. The new A4 is longer, wider and lighter than its previous avatar thanks to Volkswagen's MLB platform, which uses lightweight construction. In fact, it's lighter than the C-Class, 3 Series and even the XC, which according to us is Audi hitting the nail on the head. The A4's interior is top-notch. There's an all-new dash design with air vents domination, but the highlight of the cabin is the virtual cockpit, which replaces the conventional instrument cluster completely. The HD screen gives you a clear view of navigation, infotainment and car information. Yes, of course, it has a speedo and tachometer, but it's a different experience altogether. There is a 7-inch screen on the dash with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, and of course there's Audi's own MMI interface, which is extremely user-friendly. With a slightly longer wheelbase, there is more legroom for the passengers seated at the rear, and the scooped backs of the front seats translate into some more room as well. But let's not forget that the A4 will be chauffeur-driven in India. So is it better than the Skoda Superb or the Toyota Camry on that front? No, it isn't. But then again, those other larger sedans also don't have the amount of power that the new A4 does.
Now we are driving the 3-litre version of the diesel powertrain that will come in the A4. Now this punches about 272 horsepower and there is 600 Newton meters of torque on offer from as low as 1500 RPM. That means you just switch gears and there's power. There's enough pulling power to actually propel you from 0 to 100 in just about 5.3 seconds. And that is impressive. But what we don't know is if this engine is coming to India. What will come to India is actually the 2-litre engine, which will have about 190 horsepower. But if this one comes, it's gonna be a pretty damn good car.
Audi is yet to disclose the engine and gearbox options for India, but on the cards are the 1.4-litre petrol, 2-litre turbo petrol and that 3-litre diesel. But the mainstay will be the 2-litre diesel, which comes with an upgraded 190 horsepower. This is the same engine as in the new Skoda Superb, and we already know how refined it is. The car which we drove had an 8-speed DSG gearbox. The gear shifts were smooth, but mind you, the 2-litre version will come with a 7-speed automatic and most likely a 6-speed manual. There are paddle shifters on offer, but you don't really feel like using them except when the road gets twisty. It's on those roads that you notice how responsive the steering is. Overall, it's a new look, a new feel and a breath of fresh air coming from Audi. The A4 may not be a great looker, but it's built superbly inside out. The A4 will be the first to come from the long list of cars, and we hope that Audi will choose to price it aggressively.